Hello everyone and welcome into another album reaction. We are here today to sit down and listen to Virgin by Lorde. I'm a little late to the party because when Virgin was announced, I decided that I wanted to take the time to listen to her two albums that I had never listened to before so that I was up to date on her discography. So both my melodrama and my pure heroine reactions are up on my channel. Solar Power I had listened to back in the day on my own when it first came out, and now I finally feel ready to listen to Virgin. I don't really know anything going into this album. I haven't really picked up on any thematics. I will say that the album title and the album cover both send a really strong message, and I just don't know exactly what it is yet until we get into the album, but it's definitely like hook, line, and sinkered me to listen and just find out what she has to say for this era. I've also picked up on a generally positive response both critically and from her fans for this album. I've not tried to pay attention to specifics because, I want to experience the album on my own first. There was one song gearing up around album release time that I did see kind of trending on social media, but I always just scrolled right past when I realized what it was because I like to go into album reactions blind, so I don't even know if I'll recognize it when it does come up while we listen today, but I don't know. I'm just so curious about she's just like a very poetic songwriter, and she's really good at putting stories together in like an album concept. So I'm wondering if this is a concept album. It feels like, just based on like the cover and the title again, it feels like it could be. Maybe I'll check out Genius after listening for sure, but for now, we're just going to go in blind and see what the album has in store for us. So if you would like to watch my full album reaction, that is available below on my Patreon. Also below are all the other links where you can find me, my Instagram, my Twitch. I'm trying to make Twitch partner right now, so if you want to come hang with me live on Twitch, that is more helpful than ever at the moment. And then also my horror movie podcast. The links are all below. But yeah, if you'd rather just hang out here on YouTube, then let's get into it. Okay, looking at the track list though, I am gonna go with Man of the Year as my claimed track. The title pops out to me. But of course, we are starting off with track 1, Hammer. Okay, I feel like I'm being put under. Don't know if it's love or if it's ovulation. Holding a hammer. Now I know you don't deal much in love and affection, but I really do think there could be a connection. I can fix him. I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers. There's peace in the madness. Going into the second verse, I want us to stay upbeat. Oh no, we're keeping a strong beat now. Yes. Yeah, she's not wrong. I was crying on melodrama. Love this part. It is like ethereal but like hard-hitting at the same time. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh. Maybe this is like some narcissism in me, but it feels like she's talking to us in those final lyrics. Wow. This very much feels like just a lover girl song, like a girl who's ready to be in love and ready to show people that it's safe and okay to be in love with her. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. I love this lyric, don't know if it's love or if it's ovulation. That's so real. I think that's a valid question to ask yourself. The whole question of is it love or lust? But then the fact that she builds up to this moment where she says, I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers. There's a peace in the madness over our heads. I love that message. Like, it's okay, I don't have to know right now if it's love or lust. Like, I'm comfortable in just the stage where you're just trying to figure it out, and so many people are uncomfortable in that stage. When I don't know the answers, it freaks me out. I think that's a common thing. So it's really uplifting and just, I don't know, cool and inspiring to see a song like this where it's like, fuck it, you guys. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out. And there's beauty in that as well. This was a really, sonically as well, I really, really enjoyed this one. It did kind of feel like we were coming back to some melodrama roots in this one, which I'm sure a lot of people are excited about. And then the way she goes out here at the end, let it break me down till I'm just a breath. Till I'm just a voice living in your head, which for a lot of us she is, you know, which she is just her music to us. We don't really know her, we just know her voice in our headphones. It's a fucked up world, been to hell and back, but I've sent you a postcard from the edge, and then like the postcard feels like the album. I don't know, I could be, you know what? That could be a totally wrong read, but I think that's a cute read. This part too, you know, as long as I'm talking about the whole message she's giving of I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers, the way she says some days I'm a woman, some days I'm a man, I might have been born again. It's like she doesn't want to put a label on who or what she is, because it just changes. It's constantly fluid, and I think that's a lot more of like a common experience than a lot of people realize, because we're in such like a put a label on it world right now. It's not always necessary. Just like be yourself and let yourself be whoever it wants to be from one moment to the next, and everything is absolutely going to work out and be fine. There's no pressure. That was really cool. That was a really cool opener. Okay, next up we have What Was That? Wait, actually, this might be the song that was floating around on social media around the album release time.
Cover up all the mirrors, I can't see myself yet. Make a meal I won't eat.
Oh no.
Step out into the street, but I'm missing you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm missing you.
Okay, we're sad again.
MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up.
Oh.
We kiss for hours straight, but baby, what was that?
What was that? I know.
I didn't know then that you'd never be enough. Oh, since I
Oh.
was 17, I gave you everything.
Since 17? Yeah, I have heard snippets of this part. Ooh, the vocal effects. Okay, wait, it feels like, are we reminiscing on that long relationship that was talked about in Melodrama? She's talking about someone she knew since she was 17, and she still has her days where she just misses him and she can't move on. Cover up all the mirrors. I can't see myself yet. Like she doesn't want to face herself because she hasn't moved on yet. I don't know. But also she just sounds angry. Like I don't know. It's like she's reflecting on these things that she misses, but she's also angry about it. And it's like, what even was that? Like, as in, it was a bit of a waste of time at the same time? I don't know. This is an interesting, like, emotion she's putting into this one.
Do you know you're still with me? When in blue lights, baby's so bright, I face.
Oh my god, what's Baby's Alright? Wait. I want to be in on it. Why was it all caps? Oh, a live music venue in Brooklyn. Ugh, I'm not cool enough for Brooklyn, I fear. Okay.
I tried to let pass through me, pass through. But this is staying a while. Might not let me go.
Oh. Hung up. Valid. Some relationships are like this, where it just keeps haunting you.
I didn't know then that you'd never be enough. Oh, since I was 17.
That's such an interesting line too. You wouldn't be enough for me.
Blue light, I can make it alright. I can make it alright.
She is such a dance it off kind of girl. This is also kind of giving me melodrama vibes. And I love this, like my coping mechanism as well is just dancing it out and being like, LOL, what was that? That was crazy. Anyways. And that's what this song gives me as well. So, oh man, two very different, you know, though, feelings that we're getting in this first track and second track. Like first track, it oozes confidence and like comfortability in the unknown, but then this is kind of spiraling from like your past a bit, but like trying to not think about it too much. But even though we have like very different vibes and messages happening in the first two tracks, both bangers, I wasn't expecting such like poppy upbeat songs on this album. I don't know why. Next up is track 3, Shapeshifter. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say this. I'm so sorry to say this. The beginning of this, that beat that we hear at the beginning of this song, it's reminding me of the intro to the Powerpuff Girls theme song. I do believe there were some shapeshifters on Powerpuff Girls. Maybe this is not a coincidence.
Chewing gum.
Ooh,
I
ooh.
know the voice in my head says, do you have the stones?
Like the guts? Is that what that phrase means? I don't think we say that very much here. Like this, do you have the stones? Oh, fuck, let me make sure that means what I think it means. What the heck? Vanilla Mace is live right now. Sorry, I'm a big Vanilla Mace fan. Yeah. It's like, do you have the guts? Do you have the balls? Do you have the stones? Okay, yeah. I'm loving the sound, like, again, her voice here, it sounds like we're in kind of like an echoey room. There's some like extra, I don't know, there's like an extra hiss to her voice with whatever effect they're using, but it is really working with the vibe of the song, like how sharp she's coming across right now. Her voice is so low here. I'm loving the vibe and like the kind of haunting but distant production in the.
When you get close enough, I let down my brakes and you climb
Ooh, love that imagery. Okay.
everyone that I've slept with. All the pairs of hands I'm reckless. I gotta stop.
Oh no, does she have an addiction?
Giving nothing personal. I'm not affected. I've been the eye.
I kind of got a little bit of this vibe on Melodrama as well. I'm gonna be talking about Melodrama probably a lot because that's the latest album that I've listened to of hers that I've been listening to lately. I kind of got this vibe that she had trouble opening up to people in like, yeah, a personal way on Melodrama, but was okay with like putting herself through kind of the meaningless sex cycle. And so it's interesting to see her return to that concept here in this song, except it's way more straightforward in this song and it feels so much more self-aware. I don't know, there's something really sad about how she's speaking about that in this song. And it seems like she's kind of realizing herself that like she doesn't really want to anymore, but she can't help it. And she's like, is there something wrong with me? Like what? Oh God.
I've been the eyes, I've been the flame, I've been the prize, the ball and chain.
Oh wow.
Though I'm not affected, I've been the siren, been the saint. Tonight I just wanna fall.
And be seen for who you really are. Because you notice too that all these things she's listing, I love this. I don't even know where we're at. Is this a pre-chorus? I don't know what's happening, but I've been this, I've been that, I've been this, I've been that. It's all like objects. Like she has allowed herself to be objectified and boxed into these little things that people want her to be so that she can just be anything other than herself, because the inevitable day will come where she gets her heart broken and it'll be easier that way to move on. It makes the rejection hurt less because they don't know you for who you really are. And maybe if they did, they wouldn't have rejected you, but it's too scary to put yourself out there because if that rejection hits, then it's fucking awful. Oh my God, and that's why this is called Shapeshifter. Like she is the shapeshifter. She will turn herself into whoever the person wants her to be so that she can make them happy in this fleeting moment, but then when it's time to go, she doesn't have to take as much of the emotional damage. God damn it. But tonight I want to fall. Okay.
On a shirt,
Ooh.
I see a hot mess in an antique.
She sees herself in him.
Don't let him leave alone. Visions of a teenage innocence. But I should shape like that.
Wow.
I've been the ice, I've been the flame.
This is my favorite part. Ooh, this shapeshifter in the back.
I'll kick you out and pull you in. Swear that you were just a friend. It's all over again.
Say I'm not affected. Oh, it's all like self-preservation shit.
I'm not affected.
Girl, yes you are. You know you're lying.
I just wanna fall.
Because of that, because tonight I just want to fall. Yeah, because it's all bottled up too much. Man, that was a sad one. And I was hoping that like by the end, of that song, we would like get to a point where it's like, you know what, I am affected, like admitting it, but she stays true to what she does in the song, the cycle that she constantly finds herself in of being like, yeah, I do this every time. And we don't see her come out of that cycle other than throughout the song. She keeps on repeating, tonight I want to fall. We don't ever see her actually falling like she wants to. It's like she's fighting against this shapeshifter person that she is, and she wants to get out of it. She wants to fall, she wants to be honest, but we don't quite see her get there in that song, and it makes me really sad. Listen, we have a lot of the album left, so maybe, God, I can only imagine what else, what else we're going to hear, what other revelations are going to be revealed. Next up is my claimed track, Man of the Year. Oh.
From my recent ego death.
Oh no.
You met me at a really strange time in my life.
That's when it always happens. You meet new people at the weirdest times.
Take my knife and I cut the cord.
Oh, I love the guitar in the back.
Become someone else.
Talking about...
Someone more like myself.
Wait. I was just gonna say, she's like talking about a rebirth a lot of the time. She's made references to that a lot already, just 4 tracks in, and it's making me think maybe that's where the idea of virgin being the album title is coming from, is like she feels like she's been reborn and she's a virgin again. It's not, just in a sexual way, but it's just like the overall idea of like, I'm seeing and doing everything for the first time again as a new person. Okay, wow. And she's met someone new during this time, maybe, someone meant to be. I am a romantic that way.
Who's gonna love me like this? Oh, love me like this. Now I'm broken up.
Oh my God. Wait. Oh, this might be the one to make me cry. It is not a Lorde album if I don't tear up a little. Hearing this song specifically right after Shapeshifter is very emotional because, like I said, it feels like she's stuck in a cycle of not being able to be herself, be comfortable being herself in Shapeshifter, and then we're going to this where she's like opening up and like she's broken open, she's becoming someone new, and that someone new is actually just her true self. I hope that this has a happy ending. I need the song to be a happy ending. I love this production. We're barely halfway through this song. This might be my favorite one so far.
Playing it any way I want. Switch mouthwash, jerk off. Stay up and sleep late. Who's gonna love me like this?
Oh.
Let's hear it for the Man of the Year.
Oh. Ooh, chills.
How I hope that I remember my gold chain, my shoulder. I didn't think he'd appear. Let's hear it for the Man of the Year.
Oh, wow. Oh, this goes hard. Wow. Whoa. That like turned into something I absolutely did not expect it to turn into, but in a very, very good way. I loved this song, and I'm sticking by what I said. I think this is my favorite song on the album so far. I want to look up the Genius lyrics though for this one, because my thought when she finally starts to sing about the Man of the Year, let's hear it for the Man of the Year, it's possible that she might be talking about herself. Let's look up the Genius lyrics. I want an explanation for this song. It's weird, isn't it? How like sometimes songs make you feel like really intense emotions and you're not even sure why. Like I don't even completely understand the song, specifically like when we break into that second half, the production, maybe it's the production that made me emotional for some reason, but yeah. Okay, in an interview with Triple J, Lorde revealed the construct of the song begun in 2023 after she attended GQ's Man of the Year award ceremony. Oh, okay, I wrote the song the next day. I wore a hot girl dress and felt so not like myself. The next day we were in the studio and I was like, I want to write a song about how I'm the Man of the Year to me. Yes! I got it. I got it. I felt that. Yeah. Because it felt like she was just kind of, it felt like a self-acceptance song where she was just like, who's going to love me like this? It felt like maybe she was, yeah, then gonna switch and be like, I can love me like this and accept myself. I think she's kind of been her number one advocate in the past and like always been like, I'm the shit, you know, very confident, but that's during her shapeshifter mode. And so it's a different thing to truly accept and love yourself and honor yourself as the person that you really are at your core, rather than the person that you decide to present in one given moment or on this day versus that day. That's so cool. I really, really love that song. Next up is track 5, Favorite Daughter. Oh, okay, we're fine. I got nervous for a second. I was like, okay, we gotta be sad, but this is fun.
You were my fan when no one gave a damn.
Are we talking about a mom or dad?
Scared of anger.
Oh.
In love with your will.
Oh.
Every night the room fills up with people who are convinced I'm not some kid faking it for your love.
Oh.
Cause I'm an actress breaking my back just to be your favorite daughter.
Oh no. Oh no.
You told us as kids he died of a broken heart.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. I just mean to be told as a child, but you know, I feel like everyone has their stories of like, yeah, my dad told us this when we were kids. It's like, oh my god, are you okay? Okay, I am getting dad vibes for some reason listening to the song, like that's who she's speaking to, but obviously it could be, you know, mom, stepdad, what, I don't know the situation. But this is something that, yeah, I can definitely understand, like constantly just wanting to impress and get that validation and make your parents proud and like that whole thing. It's a weird thing, like someone who needs validation in general and is like, I need to work on that, you know, I am always like such a people pleaser and I need to stop caring what other people think. It's a whole different ballgame when you have kind of that way of thinking specifically connected to a parent. It's so hard to escape, you know, the need to get that validation no matter whether you're 5 years old or 25 years old, or I'm sure, you know, it goes on forever. It just is something that is hard to shake. And they can be like the most like supportive parent in the world, but sometimes there's just this dynamic where it's like you feel like you need to do more for them. I don't know. Okay, that's enough for me oversharing. Oh no. I still can't find you. Feels like they're not very impressed by her. Yikes.
So we'll talk, then I'll sing every word just to you.
Oh. And they don't talk a lot either. Oh, this is rough.
But I keep dancing till I get sick. Why'd you?
Production here.
Why did no one listen when you hit the notes from your heart? Breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay, well that is a track 5 if I ever did hear one. It gets messy in these last couple lyrics that we get. Here where it turns to her saying, I keep dancing till I get sick. Why did you have to dream so big? Why did no one listen when you hit the notes from your heart? So I wonder if, obviously we do know she is talking about her mother, thanks to that last lyric. I wonder if her mother is like also a singer and she just like didn't make it like Lorde did, you know, like why did no one listen when you hit the notes from your heart? Like I get to hit the notes from my heart and everybody listens and I get paid to make people cry, as she said in another lyric on the album. But then that would honestly add a lot of context to her being like not feeling accepted completely by her mom and there being some tension there. I'm sure her mom is proud of her and happy for Lorde's success, but I wonder if there is a little touch of resentment. But Lorde obviously just admires and loves her mom so much. Like breaking my back just to be as brave as my mother is such a Vulnerable and beautiful lyric. But yeah, it's the why did no one listen when you hit the notes from your heart. That's the one that sticks out to me that I think ties the whole song into a different context. And you know, there might not even be, this could all be in Lorde's head. Like her there might not be any resentment there from her mom, but maybe she just wants to see her mom succeed so bad that like she has created this sort of tension in her mind. But it's also very, very likely and possible that maybe there really is on the mom side as well, and that makes for like a really, that makes for a tough relationship. And then it breaks my heart too, like the line she said about how they don't talk much, and like before going on stage she's just like, oh, I should call her soon. Parental relationships, they're always so interesting to hear about because they're always very unique and different, and there's different like beautiful things about each one and different hard things about each one. And shout out to anyone that can relate to this song in any way. Next up is track 6, Current Affairs. We actually, she mentioned current affairs in another song on the album so far, talking about like being out with friends, and they're talking about current affairs. I guess it's Lorde's turn to talk about them. Here we go.
It was only a field trip till it cooled my blood.
Oh God.
You're in the light, then you're in the dark.
Yeah, it's always up and down.
Tasted my underwear.
Oh.
I knew we were fucked.
Oh.
Mama, I'm so scared. Don't know how to come back.
Oh.
It just spit in my mouth like he's saying a prayer.
Okay.
Swearing nothing's wrong, blame it on current affairs.
Okay, so it feels like she's setting up like this really, really intense like sexual relationship. I don't know, it could have just been a one-time thing with this person, and it was like so intense and maybe too much for her, and it made her feel, it feels like she wasn't comfortable with things that happened in the bedroom, is what I'm getting from this. Or, you know what, or looking back on the lyrics, it could be like indulging in like a really intense sexual experience, and she is into it in the moment, but then it leaves her feeling empty. That's also possible. There maybe there's some guilt surrounding whatever, you know, they did together. I don't know why, but yeah, she's not feeling she's not feeling great after whatever went down, and people ask and can tell what's wrong, and she blames it on current affairs, which is very, very easy. You can blame anything on current affairs these days, so that's very real of her. You'll get away with that as an answer.
Watching the tape of their honeymoon.
Wait, what?
It was pure and true. Then the film came out.
What film? Wait.
Would you dive to the ocean floor just to take my pearl?
Hold on. I need to pull up the fucking Genius lyrics again. Did she have an affair with a married man? Is that what we're talking about? Is that why she feels guilt? Wait, what? When I go to the Genius lyrics, okay, this is gonna be a whole thing. Let me just listen to the rest of the song first, and then we'll take a trip to the Genius lyrics, because I clicked on a lyric and it's brought up something that I was just not expecting. Okay, let's just keep it going.
I'm so scared. Will you ever like this? Will you ever like this? Current affairs.
Bringing it back to that guitar.
But now I'm high enough to know. Yeah, I think he's gonna blame it on current affairs.
Okay. This was an interesting song. The most confused I've been during a song on the album so far. Okay. Oh, Genius lyrics, here I come, here I come. Oh, here's a direct quote. I love finding like an actual direct quote from the artist when I'm going on Genius lyrics, otherwise it can be the Wild West. For "You tasted my underwear," definitely a lyric that stands out in the song. In her profile with Rolling Stone, Lorde describes wanting to write about her and her body in a gnarly or grotesque way. That's interesting. Yeah, because like saying it like that does feel very jolting. It doesn't feel romanticized in any way, saying "you tasted my underwear." It's very blunt and like, yeah, kind of grotesque, because people don't really talk about it like in that way. She said, I think coming more into my body, I came into an understanding of the grotesque nature of it and the glory and all of these things. It's right on the edge of gross. I often really tried to hit this kind of gnarliness or grossness. You tasted my underwear. I've never heard that in a song. Yeah. Me either, girly. It felt like the right way to tell this whole chapter. Okay, I'm very curious about this section of the song where she says, all alone in my room watching the tape of their honeymoon on the boat, it was pure and true, then the film came out. Oh, actually, okay. I got worried for a second that this song was about like her having an affair with a married man. I don't know. Based on what I was able to put together, that's where my brain first went to. But now looking at this Genius annotation, these lyrics do make sense to me now. And it's kind of pulling this song together in a new way. So it says, sex in its rawest form, the tape depicts the consummation between American starlet Pamela Anderson and Motley Crue's drummer Tommy Lee, not meant to go beyond private eyes. It reached the general public in the mid-90s. I didn't know about this, leading to immense scrutiny and a trauma that took years to heal from, as stated by Anderson. Oh my God, I bet that's fucking awful. Lorde watched the tape whilst dabbling on MDMA and psilocybin, I don't even know what that word is, therapy, but she didn't do this for perversion, but rather saw the tape as a site of teenage freedom and the exuberance of sex. As she stated on Rolling Stone, I found it so beautiful. And maybe it's fucked up that I watched it. I was gonna say, please don't watch like leaked celebrity sex tapes, everyone. Like, you can watch a million other things. Don't watch like something that was not like consented to be released. I saw two people that were so in love with each other, and there was this purity. They were jumping off this big boat. They were like children. They were so free, and I was just like, whoa, being this free comes with danger. It is this danger, the line between freedom and voyeurism, that the album tries to dance between. That one should be able to express oneself openly, but is stunned by the worldly norms. Wow, freedom and voyeurism. Yeah, like constantly being perceived. I feel like especially just with social media these days as well, like everybody is just constantly being perceived, and it's hard to like be comfortable being yourself when you're in that type of environment, and everyone can take you however they want to. Like, they can take a piece of you and turn it into what they want, you know, to fit into their perception of you rather than take it for what it really is, what you feel to be the truth about yourself. Yeah, I guess then with that knowledge, this just feels like her being scared about an intense connection. I feel like everything went right in like this connection that she's forming with this person. Physically, all the sparks are there like they should be, but they're so bright that it makes her nervous. Yeah, based on what she said about like the purity of love and sex and the danger that that brings in her eyes, you know, the risk that comes along with it, the vulnerability being the risk, I think. So I don't dislike the song whatsoever, but it's probably my least favorite so far on the track. So let me know your thoughts on it if that's like really, really high up for you. Next up, we have track 7, Clearblue. Very reminiscent of the cover. Oh!
Ecstasy, testing for pregnancy, praying in MP3.
Oh, hello!
Into the home machine, leave it all on the field. Baby, I'm free, I'm free. Free, I'm free.
Okay, damn. And again, very like intensely sexual lyrics. In this moment, she's nobody's daughter. She doesn't want to be thought of as anyone's daughter. She just wants to be in this moment with him, okay, so that she can feel free.
Bars on my windows, you busting wide open till clearness is all
okay, is she really opening up to this person?
I'm free.
The silence, it feels like beat poetry.
Lips round your halo, you asked where I came from. I lied and then I came clean. Passed through my mother, from her mother down to me.
Oh man, family trauma.
Hold you till I cry. How's
Oh my
it
god,
feel
the high notes in the back.
being this alive? Where did it go? Oh, wish I'd kept the clear blue. I'd remember how it feels to be.
So this is the part where I realize I need to look up what the hell Clearblue is. Oh, okay. I've never had to take a pregnancy test. A brand of home pregnancy tests and other fertility products. I'm guessing she's referring to specifically the pregnancy test. This is a weird one. Okay, so again, she's like describing a really intense sexual experience. Okay, we have a theme in the album, and I do really appreciate actually what she does with her vocals and production, like starting off slow and low, and then as I think they're both reaching climax, obviously, you know, her production and her vocals like rise up, 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 and then crash back down. So that is really, really cool from a production stance. But then I'm more hung up on like these final lyrics. You know, how's it feel being this alive? That's the orgasm talking. Where did it go? I wish I'd kept the Clearblue. Where did it go? I need a pregnancy test. I'd remember how it feels to be so bare in the throes. So bare in the throes is obviously talking about like not wearing a condom, just unprotected sex in general. I wish I'd kept the Clearblue. I'd remember how it feels to be bare in the throes. So does this mean they used protection this time, but she wishes they didn't? Or they didn't use protection and she's like, oh my God, I wish I had a pregnancy test so I could just make sure that I'm all good to go and I don't have to worry about it. Either way, save yourself the worry. Protect yourself. Is next up Get Ready With Me? GRWM? Wait, how did I completely not register this title when I was looking at the track list? Okay, maybe it doesn't stand for Get Ready With Me. Maybe it stands for something else. Let's see.
Soap, washing him off my chest.
Oh my God, we're cleansing ourselves? Okay, this is a Get Ready With Me.
From stone to stone in the riverbed I get.
That's a cute lyric, cute imagery.
A grown woman in a baby tee. A grown woman.
Oh, GRWM, grown woman.
Wide hips to
Oh,
the 96.
damn it, I'm 97. 1 year off.
Looking forward.
Skin scarred, my skin is scarred. I love this.
96, been looking for a grown woman.
Ooh.
2009, maybe.
No, I want to cry. Shut up.
Stone spirits went straight to the
Yeah. I'm still a lightweight though. I'm a grown woman, but I'm still a lightweight. Whoops. This part.
wide hips to the tip. 96, skin scar.
Oh, I love this.
My mama's trauma.
My mama's trauma is wild.
Grown woman.
Ooh, this is a beautiful breakout.
Been looking for a grown woman.
Wait, did she say at the end, I can't find a grown woman? Hold on. It didn't say that in the lyrics, but it kind of sounded like she said that.
Looking for a grown woman.
Apple lyrics, sometimes they fuck around with me. I don't know what she said at the end there. I can't find. I don't know, it sounded something like that. But oh my God, as a 97 baby, grown woman, this is my shit. This makes me so emotional. I love this one. This is another one of my faves. Production was so good on this one as well. And I love like the whole dichotomy of the lyric, a grown woman and a baby T. Like you are still, so I'm like 20, did I just turn 28, I think? Yeah, I'm 28. She's probably 28 or 29, depending on her birthday, if she's a 96 baby. And it's so young in the grand scheme of things. And like, I just love the baby T lyric because it's like, yeah, we still have so much youth in us. And honestly, up to being freaking 65 years old, youthfulness, a lot of it carries weight on the inside. So that's what I like about that baby T lyric. It's like, wear the baby T. I don't care how old you are. Like, just be proud of who you are and who you've become and step into your womanhood, but also don't give up like your youth. You don't ever have to give that up. Just, I don't know, this felt like a really special song. So this is one of my faves for sure. Probably my second fave after Man of the Year. Next up is track 9, Broken Glass. Ooh. Oh.
Mystique is dead.
Ugh, it is.
Last year was bad, sucked in by arithmetic.
Ooh, don't get sucked into the numbers, girl.
New waist to hip. I hate to admit just how much I paid for it.
What is she talking about? New waist to hip? Is she saying she got like surgery to make her body snatched or something?
Cry myself to sleep about that. Brought teeth about that.
Oh shoot.
Compete about that. Lose my freak about that.
Is she just becoming like, did she get a little bit wrapped up in self-image and paid a lot of money just to make herself look better on the outside? Listen, I can't say if I was sitting on millions, there's a couple things I would probably do as well. And I also like don't wish that that wasn't what I would do. I wish that could just be happy with myself, but it's so hard these days. It is so hard. And it's annoying because I look at like completely natural people and their completely natural bodies and faces and I'm like, "Oh my God, you're gorgeous. Why can't I look at myself that way?" I don't know.
All of the above. I wanna punch the mirror.
Oh no, me too.
I see that this won't last. It
Oh.
might be months of bad love. It's just broken glass. But make it wait till all I had was broken glass.
Okay.
I'm scared
So I'll be crying to this one as well. Got it.
when I sweat. I was weak about that.
Yeah.
Compete about that. Letting her treat me like that.
Oh, yeah. I think I have pretty high standards about how I allow other people to treat me. You know, I've gotten a lot better at that. But I have the lowest of standards when it comes to how I treat myself. She gets it. And I feel like every woman gets it, unfortunately.
Think that it's love. I wanna punch the mirror.
This is a crazy lyric too, actually. I think that it's love. Like you have to convince yourself, like, I'm being strict with myself. I'm doing this and this and this because I'm just trying to love myself. I'm trying to be healthy, but it's like disguised in that when the truth of it is you just want to like meet beauty standards. But then you're like, no, I just want to take care of my body and be healthy. That's what you pretend, that's what you convince yourself. And sometimes it is that. Obviously, this is not the case for every person who's trying to better themselves, but a lot of people use bettering themselves as an excuse to just get away with feeding into the image that society wants them to have.
Same mistakes. Broken glass. Just a phase.
That's like too, everything is just a phase. There's always something new to meet, new expectation to meet. It just never ends. Oh wow, Daniel Nigro is on this song as a writer. That's cool. Well, that one hurt me. That one hurt me. I feel for her, I feel for me, I feel for all the girlies after that one. I pretty much said what I had to say during the song. It sucks. It sucks. It does make me like kind of reflect all the mirrors she was mentioning. It is making me reflect on myself, but it's weird because like what she's singing about in this song, I feel like I'm self-aware of already, and like I agree and feel the same way she does, but I just can't get out of the cycle of negative thoughts. I've definitely gotten better. That song really called me out. So we're gonna move on to the next one, track 10, If She Could See Me Now. Oh God.
In the city, I hear the voices
Okay.
of the ancients running up Prince Street.
Okay. Yes, please get me hyped. I need to be hyped after that last song.
That would drown so many other bitches. Got me lifted, feeling so gifted.
Sugar, How You Get So High? Was that a little interpolation of Sugar Sugar? Hello? I love that song.
Got me lifted, feeling so gifted. In the gym,
Ooh, here we go.
yesterday I lifted your body weight.
Fuck yeah, get it, girly.
Listen to it till it's just a piece of music,
Mm.
and everything else falls away. I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down.
Oh my God, that's trauma, an out-of-body experience.
Oh God, if she could see me now. Hope you find another starlet.
Oh.
Another camera, another red.
Oh my God, this feels so targeted.
To the clay.
It's giving someone who cares too much about the fame aspect. Hope you find another starlet. Like was into her for being famous and loved the cameras and the red carpets that came along with her. Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing for him.
That's what this is, then I guess I'll take it.
Yeah, because we're feeling good now.
Pain, not the synthesizer.
Yes.
Move like the spirits inside.
Ooh, that delivery was everything.
If baby
That's actually a devastating lyric. It made me a woman being hurt like that. I wish that was not something that made sense. Yeah, that was another one that did it for me. That's maybe number 3. That's maybe my 3rd favorite. That's a good one. Who are we speaking though about? Oh God, if she could see me now. Are we talking about our past self? Because a lot of this album does feel like a reflection of herself. It's not like specifically about a relationship or a specific event that she went through in her life. It's just kind of like working on herself and digging into who she is and everything and how far she's come just on her own and all that. So let me, you know me, let me pull up Genius lyrics again and see what this one says. I don't see anything on Genius directly answering like who she's talking about as the if you could see me now, like who, if she could see me now, sorry, like who the she is, but I'm assuming it's herself. I'm gonna assume it's herself. Oh, she said, we wrote that song and I was sitting alone on the steps of my Airbnb and I was kind of stoned and it was late at night and I was sitting listening to it on my phone and some kids rode past on the line and tried to steal my phone. And we touched hands around the phone and I was like, no. It was a cool moment, like kind of early demo. They didn't get the phone. All right. Yeah, I think this is just another like digging deeper into herself and how far she's come type of song, which is cool to have. Finally, our last track is track 11, David. A little eerie.
Oh, dark day. Was I just someone to dominate? You said open your mouth. I did. If I'd had virginity, I would have given that to.
Wow, okay.
We run to the ones we do.
Oh God. That feels, I don't know, there's a very like unsettling feeling in this song for some reason. And it's like she's explaining like I had this connection with someone and I kind of like bared my soul to this person. I would have given them everything. But now her switching up and saying, why do we run to the ones we do? It makes me think that maybe she regrets opening up to this person and they just disappointed her like so many other people.
I don't belong to anyone.
Okay.
Was I just young blood to get on tape?
Oh.
Pure heroin mistaken for featherweight.
Oh my God, this was when she was young, like pure heroin era.
And I swore I'd never let myself sing again for you.
The person she's singing about feels so dark.
I made you God 'cause it was a hope that I knew how to do.
I feel like a lot of people do that in relationships early on. Oh.
Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again?
I hope so.
Do you ever feel like a friend? Am I ever gonna love again? Tell it to him.
What a sudden way to end the album. Wow. Yeah, ending on just like this feeling of not being sure if you're ever going to love again. That, I mean, it feels like she wants to, so I hope to God that she does get to and she gets to love openly and vulnerably in a safe way, because it just feels like she has not gotten to experience that, and that is heartbreaking. Overall, really do love this album. It feels like every Lorde album does feel very vulnerable, but somehow she just keeps getting more and more vulnerable. And it shocks me like every time. There's still that lyric in the album, I don't know which song it was, that's standing out to me. Her saying that she's comfortable with not having everything figured out. And I think that is why she was able to release an album like this. This very much does feel like an album where she's discovering more about herself than she ever has. And that process is kind of uncomfortable, but it's also made her stronger and braver and able to release an album like this. So Wow, that was, it was and wasn't what I was expecting, kind of what happens every time I go into a Lorde album. Also, just side note, I'm not sure why that last one's called David. It would be wild if the person she's talking about is, his name is literally David. That would be wild. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and post my album ranking here. I don't know. I think right now I know what my top three are, but it'll be kind of challenging for the rest of the album. And again, this is gonna change a million times over as I continue to listen. Let me know what your favorite songs on the album were and why. Any lore you have, or things you've picked up from things that Lorde has spoken of herself in like interviews or anything like that. How do you feel about the album as a whole, outside of the favorite songs you might have? And what do you take from it? I'm going to end things here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.